First of all, you've written some incredible pieces, Greg, talking about potentially the future of airspace, and perhaps we shouldn't be thinking about automated cars, but automated aircraft. Would we be being carried in these things? Why is it going to be so crucial to the economy going forward?
Yeah, we do believe in a future where eventually you'll walk outside and you'll hail an Uber, and instead of it driving up, an autonomous vehicle will land in front of your home, and you'll get into that vehicle and fly to your destination. One thing my co-founder and CEO, so Ben's the CEO, I'm the co-founder. One thing that we say is that if you can deliver a package, you can deliver a person, and we believe pretty deeply in that. But to get to that future, what we really need is an unmanned traffic management system, systems of automation that will allow this to happen. I think that's part of the challenge that DOT is going to face, one part automation and the other part air traffic control reform.
Talking about the challenges that they face, you've worked very closely with Secretary Fox. The current administration have been rightly trying to tackle the automation situation. But what do you think of the new elect, the nominee for the position in transportation, for Eliane Chao? What do you think about the future?
Yeah, I think most of us in the industry, and I'd count myself as part of this consensus, is very bullish on the appointment of Eliane Chao. She brings a lot of experience to the table. Something else that she brings to the table is a willingness to address the types of existing things, the legacy types of ways of thinking about problems that exist in agencies, and pause for a second and say, is that necessary to be reformed? Does it have to stick around? She did this in her prior jobs, and we really think that she's going to do this in her future position, helping us reform air traffic control and helping us find ways of automation that will not only help industry succeed, but may also actually make the airspace much more safe.
So, Greg, talk to me about potentially this on a global perspective, because when I look at the US when it comes to regulation, well, I saw Amazon having to go to the United Kingdom, where I come from, and indeed from Canada having to go and test its drones rather than here in the US because regulation couldn't keep up quickly enough. Is the US becoming a much more welcoming place for this sort of
Yeah, there's an amazing amount of sort of global commercial arbitrage going on right now across jurisdictions. For a while, the United States, internally, companies were criticizing the FAA for being behind Europe, being behind Canada. Then all of a sudden, new regulations came out over the summer. America leaped ahead. The FAA administrator said that it's America's goal to lead on regulations in the unmanned aircraft space. And then immediately we saw that Canada decided that they were going to reform their regulations. Australia's in the process of reforming their regulations. Europe is in the process of reforming their regulations. And so there's this wonderful competition going on in the marketplace, not only amongst companies, but also amongst jurisdictions who are trying to be first to have unmanned traffic management systems where drones can fly autonomously and deliver amazing value to people. It's really something that's very exciting, and I think that's why we're starting to see so much investment in the space.